Hey, you guys, welcome back to Naughty Love Movement. It's your girl, Nikki. Today, I'm bringing opportunities for advertisement on my channel. If anyone is interested, they can email us at naughtylove2020@gmail.com. Our prices are affordable and reasonable, and please reach out to us. We can start our videos with any commercials that you would like us to advertise. I look forward to hearing from you. I'm out. One. Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Oh my gosh, it's been a day. I'm so sorry I'm late. Work ran over. You know how that goes, and it's just that busy time of the year. But welcome back to the channel. Yes, Naughty Love Movement. It shows Naughty, bring you the latest and trending topics. I vlog my life. I appreciate every last one of you taking the time to join me this evening. And we have so much to go over, you guys. It's just, let me tell you, 2024 came in like a tornado. That's the only way I could describe it. Like, all is being revealed. Okay, we got M.I.A, M.I.A, former rock artist. Hey, Denise, former Rock Nation artist, speaking out, and it's not look. She's not speaking good things about the Carter family. Okay, we got Monique responding back to D.L. Hughley. We got Chrisean Rock. She's, let's add to her list of being a criminal. Jezebel. Now she's a colorist. Ciao. All right. And then I'm going to try to get to Bob Marley. So a lot of these topics I wanted to review this morning, but we had such a good panel discussion. Thank you to my naughty crew. We had such a good panel discussion this morning. Please go check out the video. And you know what? We just had those hard conversations. All right. And we was real grown about the conversation. So let me say what's up to the people. Hey, Juby Buggin. Hey, Michelle GM. Hey, Bernice. Hey, Bernice. Hey, Queen. Thank you for joining me. I know it feels like half the year is over and the days are getting longer, starting to stay daylight longer, but I don't know if I can take it anymore, y'all. It's a lot. 2024. But I kind of expected it because look at how 2023 ended, child. And it still ain't over for Diddy, honey. There's more coming out about him. I believe that. Now, I told y'all Stormy Road was saying the other day, it's Trouble in Paradise. Yes, Hey Kim Delivers. It was a great show. He was saying he had an inside scoop or whatever, but shit's going down. I'm gonna get into that story first, and then we're gonna get into Monique. So M.I.A, she is a former Rock Nation rapper. She was managed by Jay-Z. Hey, Beth. Yeah, appreciate you joining me, Fez. Always love all the time. All right, shout out to the neighborhood talk. So, former rapper M.I.A says her billionaire baby daddy vaccinated her son without her permission, blames Jay Z and Rock Nation for not helping her get custody because her baby daddy allegedly paid them not to. This is crazy, y'all. So she took to Twitter and she said, I sacrificed my career for my child. They ripped me off and copied my style and gave it to their puppets and shadow banned me on every platform. But it was worth it to save him from the madness of what you know now. Wow. All right. So this is her billionaire baby daddy. Telling you what's done in the dark comes to light. So she goes on to say, Aurora James vaccinated my child without my permission. They manipulated my child by lying to a 12-year-old pretending to be his mom. And she's from London, you guys. Of course, if it's not your own child, you don't care how you can psychologically damage a child with mental games. She, Beyonce, and Solange friends, wow. I had SCX in Texas once in 2008. I wish my fight for my child was just with a random dad and not the entire cesspool of the US government and all global banking institutes. And now Israel war and military industrial complex and a bunch of pedos. Like how? Okay, so let me just give you a backstory. This her BD is from a billionaire family. All right, so let me see. So she used to be signed to Rock Nation, is mostly known for her hit single Paper Planes. Well, for those of you who don't know, M.I.A, whose real name is Madangi Maya, was banned from entering the United States in 2006 for her alleged support of a terrorist group. She was able to eventually smooth that over, but was banned again in 2016. Before the ban, Maya dated billionaire Benjamin Brofman. Her and Brofman had a child in 2009 and split shortly after. Brofman won full custody of the child. Now that we have some backstory, let's fast forward to this morning. Maya took to Twitter, formerly known as whatever, to call out her baby daddy and his new woman for vaccinating her child. Now, his new woman, she has been accused of trafficking. What's up, Nutbread? Yes, accused of trafficking, and that's just putting it lightly. So Maya says his new woman, his friend, is friends of Beyonce and Solange. Maya has hatred for the Carters because she says Jay Z and Rock Nation didn't assist her with the custody battle she lost years ago. Maya alleges that her billionaire BD paid Jay Z not to intervene. In her Twitter rant, she alleges that her home was broken into and all records of her asking Jay Z for help were stolen with her laptop. She blames President Biden as to why she can't currently see her child because her visa wasn't approved due to her past behavior. Members of the billionaire Brofman family were convicted in connection to the SEX trafficking scheme in 2019. Maya says it's unfair the government is allowing her child to be raised in that family. Woo! Shots fired. Shots fired. So we went through some of her posts. She said the day I would serve for my child, Rock Nation stopped all communication with me, and all my emails to Jay Z asking for help was wiped from my inbox. I think she meant to say my heart was broken into every little lap was taken. I was trapped in Brooklyn on order served that restricted me leaving Brooklyn for 15 years. I'm happy to go to war for my child, just like every mother. But is your monster the same as mine? Woo, child. My first custody battle was in 2023. My child was 4. I was managed by Jay Z, who ultimately was paid by the Brofman. Child. Yes, please don't forget to hit that like button because you know I bring y'all all the tea. Okay, and I just feel like Beyonce may have had enough. A jigger, my ninja. Okay, yeah, I think she's had enough. Like, how much scandal can one take? So Michelle, GM, and she added MBMB. To me, a lot of these, this explains the way Beyonce was looking at the Grammys, in my opinion. Anyway, she knew about this. Wow, that woman is breathing, not alive. Ain't that bad? Okay, in my view, Jay Z is the creep. Hey, Jayla. I think Beyonce is like, how much scandal can one take? All right, you got the cheating and things like that. Like I said yesterday, if it's something going on, they're not gonna let us know. We won't know until like the divorce, and I'm sure they're gonna do everything in their power to keep it private. But you got him cheating. You got all the illegitimate children popping out of the woodworks. He lied to her. I feel like he married her under false pretenses. And I think, in my opinion, he's starting to remind her a lot of like her father, Matthew Knowles, and how he did her mom. So Mia, I'm calling her Mia, M.I.A. Woo! MBMB. He said, make no mistakes, Jay never left the streets. This is some serious allegations. Um, I hope she has proof. But I mean, she said they erased everything. Like, how is she going to connect the Carters? If anything, I think she has a direct case against her child's father, especially like custody wise and things like that. But for her to name Biden, she meant business. She meant business. I think the Carters are in trouble. I know a lot of people don't want to see it, but some of his behaviors recently, it's just no, he won't speak on it. Beyonce won't either. In meantime, okay, way to spin the press. Okay, meantime, Madame Tussauds released a new wax figure of Beyonce. Okay, and Rihanna, and I think that's Lady Gaga. So there's Riri with her pregnant belly. There's Beyonce. I don't know. That doesn't really look like her. Let me see Riri. Riri's look like her. I don't think that looks like Beyonce. Lady Gaga is close. I don't know. Way to spin the press. After Kelly, Cassie made it safe for the silent to speak. Hmm. People are coming out of the woodwork. Um, and I think this is not a crew get up because this year is going to be epic. Okay, I just think it's going to be epic. She's making some damning allegations, and I just really, really, wow. Do y'all see the card is blocking? I'm just saying they have ruined careers, i.e., Kerry Hilson. Okay, I mean, he has, but it's been swept under the rug just like Puffy, and that's why like people need to stop keeping their secrets. Seriously, you create more victims when you do that. I say it all the time. But I keep my eye out on the story to see if more develops. But it's that's she's making some serious allegations. She really, really is. And she's gonna get the attention I think that she needs. So let's get into Monique responding to DL Hughley. Okay, come on, my sweet babies. Get in here. Hit that like button. I know. Look at how he did Dame Dash over a girl. Seriously. Come on, sweet babies. Even my Bush babies. Come on, sweet babies. Come on. Mm-hmm. Come on, sweet babies. We got Monique and Daddy responding to everything. Let's get into it. All right. Hit that like button.
We did it. We're gonna wait for y'all to come on in, my babies. We ain't done this in a long time.
We ain't done it in a long time.
We ain't done it in a long time, Daddy. Look, y'all don't even understand why we smiling so hard, because we was able to get it set up. We was able to push the button. Hey, come on now. We want you babies to come on in here. First of all, how y'all doing? It's been a minute, my babies. It's been a minute. Life been lifing. Life been lifing. Where we at, Daddy?
What do you mean?
Okay, yeah, I think it's enough babies in there.
All right.
Let's go get it. Come on.
Well, thank you for tuning in. We just wanted to take a few minutes to address a couple of things that have taken place after the Club Shay Shay interview. Much love to Shannon Sharp.
Yes.
Good brother. Thank you for allowing Monique to come on the platform, be a listening ear, continue success on what it is that you're doing. Thank you for being a real one.
Yeah, baby. Thank you. Thank you.
We wanted to address first and foremost our brother, DL Hughley.
Mm.
And we are firm believers on what is right and what is wrong is wrong.
Yes.
So we got to start off by saying there was an inaccuracy as it regards Monique saying that there was a cease and desist that was given to DL to shut it down.
Mm-hmm.
What had taken place, to be accurate, was after Monique spoke to Brother DL on that conversation, Brother DL said, what?
Well, after we spoke on that conversation, when we hung up that phone, the last thing he said was, "It is what it is." And I said, DL, then we're going to have to get our attorney involved. That's the last thing me and DL Hughley said on that conversation.
And after having that conversation with Monique, we went and got our attorney involved, Attorney Anderson. At the time, there were some emails that were transferred back and forth between his side and our side, and it escalated to a point when we had our attorney on the email, whereby then finally DL said that he would scratch the interview.
Yes.
So it was inaccurate that a cease and desist had to be given. However, that was the next step, and that's what Monique remembered, because when I discussed it with her, we said that would be the next step. But to DL's credit, at that moment, when it had escalated, that's when he decided to shut it down. However, that is a bit different from how it seemed to have been communicated, whereby on the phone, they were having a conversation and it was kumbaya. Though he never used those words, kumbaya, it did not end with her being under the impression that this was going to be resolved and shut down. So we wanted to make that clear out of love and respect for Brother DL. And despite all the commentary that he gave, with all the crunches she be doing, the captain's in the front.
I do.
And
I do.
Tell him.
I'm a sneak snacker, baby.
And she doesn't sneak when she snaps.
Okay. Hey.
But nonetheless, we wanted to be clear, because at the end of the day, we Black folks in this world of entertainment. And there was a level of harshness in his return that seemed a little bit exaggerated for the moment. And we wanted to make it clear, and I think Monique can do it best when she speaks in reference to what she meant while talking about DL in the past.
You know, when I watched DL say, she went after my wife, she went after my daughters, I want to really be clear who I went after so that there's no confusion here. When I was on stage, when I'm on stage and we are performers, we are performing to the audience in front of us. When I was on that stage and I said, it must be hard to perform oral sex.
But differently.
Okay, on a coward. That had nothing to do with Mrs. Hughley. That insult was directed straight to you, DL. That had nothing to do with your wife. That was straight to you. So it felt like you were trying to pass it off as if I was going after your wife. When it comes to your daughter, to the baby that you did a post about, you did an interview about, I didn't do that interview. I simply reposted what you said. So when you say, Monique, you went after my daughter, that's untrue, DL. I posted what you said. And then when you said when you were really going for it with your shades on, and you said, Monique said, I stood by and watched my daughter be raped. DL Hughley, that's your conscience talking to you, brother. I never said that. I never said that. And I want to be a little clear about something else. Never would I try to do anything to harm any of your babies, because we got babies too. So never would I try to do anything to harm your children. However, what I was saying to your daughter and to the other daughters out there, I know what it's like for your daddy to know you've been touched and he not protect you, because my daddy did the same thing. That's what that whole point was. But I was showing why I would call you a coward, brother. I don't think it's brave that you didn't protect your baby. So when I said what I was saying, let me be clear to you, DL Hughley, it had nothing to do in reference to your family, and you know that. Now, when you were speaking and you were going off and you said, what did you say? She was so offended by the game we play, but you didn't say what the offense was. And that's the part for me that is disheartening, that you continue to try to trick and smoke and mirror our people. If you're going to say it all the way through. When you say family is sacred, you are absolutely right, baby. You're right. But when you say would my husband rather, and you co-sign your team of people doing that, well, isn't my husband sacred? So you got to be careful in your words, because the very words you use, DL, they're going to come back, and they're coming back to bite you, baby. And what I also said on Club Shay Shay, when I looked in that camera, I said, DL, I love you, brother. And I don't know if you didn't hear that part, but we really do. We love you, brother. And if ever you get courageous enough to want to have a conversation, we're always open to it, because doing that, it shows how our community can get better. When you're wrong, as we have said to you, hey, brother, we apologize on that one.
Yeah, incorrect on the cease and desist. And I want to add one more thing. When you spoke in reference to your daughter being a reason why Monique stopped speaking about it, what you don't even understand, out of love for you, See, you can have a problem with your brother, but you're not going to take it out on the kids. And we respected the fact that she tried to defend you, but we got 3 big ass sons that if we were to think about it in the same way that she thought about it, what would that be? But out of love for you, we're not going to go after your child trying to protect the father that she loves. But one could argue, based upon what you said about yourself, had you exhibited the same type of love and protection for your other daughter that your other daughter tried to exhibit towards you, there never would have been the commentary that you made about yourself. And I likened it to Brother Corey Holcomb, who I don't know. But I got a lot of respect for him because I heard him say something in an interview. He spoke about how Earthquake's son had came to one of his shows, and the young man was hesitant about introducing himself or reintroducing himself because of the rift between his father and himself. And Brother Corey was like, come on, man, no. You come over here and I'm going to give you love. Because that was between your father and I. And it made him reconsider the whole thing and reach back out to an old friend. In my humble opinion, that's what real men do. We come from the old school. We're not going to have no problem with your children because we love them and we love you and we want y'all to win. Not at the expense of the community, though, being demeaned in order to get followers. But from the standpoint of if we come together, we're going to win just by default. So at the end of the day, when you get to talking about how Monique is not loved and this, that, and the other, that's your perception. But what I'll say is it is due to the love that we have that we're able to love those that say things that could be construed as hurtful, but we understand that the old saying of hurt people. So we don't take what you say personally, brother. And again, it's nothing but love. In addition to the fact, I'm Q-Sci-Fi. Just like you, except I've been in about 29 going on 30 years. I'm not going to argue with you, frat. Ain't nothing but love. So we wanted to extend that to you and let you know what it is. And again, if you ever want to speak, let's have a real conversation. But people needed to know where the confrontation on stage began, and it was from that day.
It was from that day. And once you own that day, DL, guess what, baby? We'll be good. Now, talking about we're gonna be good.
Talking about we're gonna be good and talking about taking ownership.
I want to talk to my babies at the Breakfast Club.
The Breakfast Club.
I want to talk to my babies at the Breakfast Club. Listen, oftentimes people don't know what a genuine apology.
So before she gets into it, the Breakfast Club spoke out. Let me see if I can find it. Charlemagne the God. Oh, child. She said a mouthful. And yes, she did bring up the daughter. Okay. Here we go. I found the clip. Before we continue with Monique, let's go. Let's spin over to the Breakfast Club.
Breakfast Nubs called me the donkey of the day. And they had a whole call-in. But you didn't do the same thing when you found out we settled. Now all of a sudden, don't nobody know what a settlement is. We just want to throw it away. So with that Netflix special, it was just like, no, guys, I gotta stand up.
Now, if you remember Monique back in the day, like 2018, called for a boycott of Netflix, saying they lowballed her. Monique said in an Instagram video that Netflix offered her $500,000 for a comedy special, and she pointed out Amy Schumer was offered $11 million, Dave Chappelle and Chris Rock $20 million. I gave her donkey of the day for that because it was, in my opinion, that Monique, wasn't on the level of Dave, Amy, and Chris. And she came on Breakfast Club and said this.
And what happens is when you're basing off of what you're assuming, and then you give me a title of donkey of the day. Is your mother still alive?
Yes, ma'am.
And you're from what city in South Carolina?
Moncks Corner, South Carolina.
Moncks Corner. And if I was to call your mother or your grandmother, could they tell me stories of inequality that they had to deal with?
Absolutely.
So would your mother be a donkey? The Breakfast Nubs called me the donkey of the day.
Okay. All right. So I just wanted to give y'all a little reminder. So let's get back to Monique. Okay. Let's get back to Monique and Daddy. Let's get back to Monique. Make sure y'all hitting that like button. Let's get back to Monique and Daddy. Okay. Here we go.
Apology will do. They don't even understand. It allows us to say, we accept that apology and we move forward, because today, y'all own that. Today, Charlemagne, today, Envy, y'all own that. And I want to speak to my baby, Just Hilarious.
Come on.
I want to speak to your little sister. And let me speak to DJ and Leonard first. Okay, because I can't I'm not going to do the nicknames. She's a beautiful asset sitting in that seat.
Mm-hmm.
And she's going to bring something very special to that show. And I know the community is agreeing with what I'm saying right now, because what that sister did when she sat in that seat, she was able to get y'all to see something and understand something that nobody could get you to see for years. For years. And just that baby sitting there with nothing but honesty, and said, no, we got to deal with this, y'all. We got to deal with this, y'all. You don't understand what that baby's bringing to that show. Because what she's not going to be bringing is, let's knock down, drag them out. Right is right and wrong is wrong. And because you babies owned it and you apologize.
We love you. And we loved you then. Not mad. And want y'all to win.
That's all. That's all. So if we start pumping out that positivity into our community, if we start speaking about the greatness that we are and the greatness that we're doing, guess what's going to happen? Now, do we still have to bring some to the mat and ring the doorbell, ding dong? Yes, we do. But we don't love them no less, because at any given time, we could be brought to the mat, ding dong.
Well, we make it a point of not messing with people that's not messing with us. And we hope that today for you guys, the feeling that Charlemagne got, Brother Leonard received from the community by big upping him for apologizing. It's kind of like a movie we used to watch with the kids called Monsters, Inc., where they would go in, they would scare the people for power. But then they found out laughter created more power. Y'all have the power to heal. Use it. Use it to heal. Use it to help folks. Don't hurt folks. Because what happens is, one of the greatest gifts we can have is going in our community and getting the love from our people. Forget Hollywood, because it's weird. Getting the love from our people. So we are proud of you. And I'm emotional about it, because I'm happy that y'all got an opportunity to do that for yourselves. And we love y'all, brothers and sisters. And Just Hilarious, keep that going. Keep that going, because you are a great addition. Because there were others that would have sat in that seat and would not have said a word. So, nothing but love and respect for y'all. And one last thing. Thank you, Charlemagne, for not calling a brother daddy.
Okay. Hey.
Thank you for not calling me daddy. You did the right thing, and you didn't owe me an apology. It was Monique. So we love y'all.
You know, and we said before we came on that we was not going to be long, and we were just going to say, you know, what we needed to say. But I want to say to our community, don't give up on us.
In terms of our community.
Yes, don't give up. Don't give up on your relationships. Don't give up. Don't give up. Don't give up. Don't give up. You got to keep going and keep pushing and keep standing strong. Don't give up on your love. Please hear me, and I'm talking right to the sisters. Don't give up on your love. Don't give up on that man that's treating you in a way that you ain't never been treated. Don't give up on that man that's loving your babies, and some of them may not even be his. Don't give up on that man that is taking your shit.
Or woman.
or woman and still standing strong with you. Don't give up, y'all. So when people say, why does he have to be there? Because he makes me better. He makes me stronger. He makes me
We talked about this morning, Naughty Crew, and here it is. Monique is answering to the conversation we had this morning. She also answered to something else that I called, and I said, Monique needs to join the Cat Williams tour. And sure enough, here come the announcement.
happier. He's made me a better mother, a better wife, a better friend, a better entertainer. He makes me better. So listen, y'all, if y'all got somebody that is making you better, if y'all got somebody that's hanging in there with you when you know goddamn well you should have been dropped off, be unafraid to hold on to him. Be unafraid. Is it challenging to grow up? It's challenging. It is, especially when we've been taught some shit all of our lives and we've seen it. It can be challenging. That is why, D.L. Hughley, I have no hate in my heart for you, brother. When I see you walking through the airport with a support dog, I'm not making fun of you. I'm just saying, brother, if you have to have this.
Why you going after the people like you do?
Why?
It ain't necessary. Be funny with all of that. And when we speak about Oprah, when we speak about Tyler, when we speak about CBS, we're not speaking about them to call them out. We're speaking to call them up, because the same way that the Breakfast Club was able to say, I'm sorry, the same way Brother Lee Daniels was able to go across the stage and apologize, the same way that we were able to say, we are sorry, it was inaccurate about the cease and desist, is the same way that Oprah, who teaches master classes, well, sometimes we got to love enough. We got to love the teacher enough to sit them down and say, it's time for you to be a student again. Tyler Perry, it's like, brother, the world heard you on audio saying you were wrong. You cost our family tens of millions of dollars. We don't hate you. We love you because you were trying to do the right thing. But as Gayle King said when she did that interview about Kobe Bryant, certain people suggested that she just stay quiet, but she couldn't. Don't listen to people that tell you to stay quiet when you've done what you weren't supposed to do, when you've done wrong. Speak up, acknowledge it, because it helps us help the community. And guess what? We are only human beings. We are only human beings. And we got to let you know we love you enough.
All right, so they talking about the Tyler Perry audio. It was leaked. And shout out to Voodoo Doll. She posted it on her gram. Go follow her, Voodoo Doll TV. She has a YouTube page, and I like her commentary. She's dope. Okay, so here's the footage.
We don't know this sister to be no bullshit. We know she a loudmouth. We know she'll say some shit off the wall. But what we know about it is she true to her word.
And all I would ask you is two questions. The first question is, did you not just say it was wrong?
Tyler.
Did you not just say it was wrong, Tyler? To say she was difficult for not doing something that she was not contractually obligated to do? Did you not say that you would feel that that was wrong? Or am I missing something?
I absolutely said that. Yeah.
So the question I would say is,
okay, y'all heard it. He said I absolutely did say that. All right. I'm gonna put the link for Monique's full video in the description box. Like, I think I had enough. But they went on to announce shout out to the Neighborhood Talks. Monique announced,
and I want to talk to you about our brother Cat.
Okay, she announced that she is going on tour with Cat Williams. So I called it this morning. I was like, she needs to go on tour with Cat Williams, and he added her to the roster. But you know, say what you want, but Monique, she burned down the house once again. Okay, she's trending everywhere. People are responding everywhere. Let me get into some of these comments real quick. I wish Monique would just come out. Hey, St. Hudson. Yes, they discussing Huey's daughter again, and she did bring it up. Why are they in each other's personal family business? Straight up. MB says, manager Anand, this man is a hindrance. Hurt people don't hurt people. They do better. Monique is shady as okay. That's right, Michelle GM. Hit that like button. Monique and her cloud chasing behind. All right. So they had a whole lot to say. You glad she touring with Cat Williams? Mm-hmm. Should be interesting. It's turning out to be an interesting roster. You got Tori Hart, Kevin Hart's ex. Now you got Monique. I think it'll be an interesting show. Would y'all pay money to go see the show? Y'all let me know in the comments. So up next, I want to get into yesterday I did a story on Macy Gray. Her daughter has brought in charges against her son, saying that he suffers from alcoholism and that he is violent. Well, to my surprise, Macy Gray did respond, you guys. Okay, she wanted to come and clear some things up. So shout out to Hollywood on Lock. Yeah, I think I would go see it. I'm going to see Eddie Griffin in March. Can't wait for that. You know I'm going to take y'all with me. All right, here's Macy Gray's response. She wants to clear things up.
Here I just want to clear this whole thing up about this going around about my family, talking about my son abuses me and all this stuff. Nothing could be further from the truth. My son has never, ever, 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 would never put his hands on me. Wouldn't even think about nothing like that, you know. Like that's my dude. Like we would take a bullet for each other, and he's just not that kind of man. Me, I'm a lot of things, but I ain't no victim. Like I ain't gonna be over here, you know, somebody hitting on me, and I don't mean that offensive, you know, to people who are in that situation. I don't mean to sound insensitive, but that's not my family's situation. You know, we're not dealing with that. You know, from jump. So I just want to clear this whole thing up about this going around about my family. It's so false. We didn't file a restraining order. We filed a move out order. You know, so me and my son get into it sometimes, and you know, I get really heated and I say, that's it. You're moving out, you know. But he loves his family, he loves his house, you know, he loves where we are, and you know, he won't move. So, you know, he's 27 years old. I'm just trying to, you know, get my son out in the world, doing his own thing on his own. You know, I'm just trying to get him to grow up a little bit, you know. So
I could understand that. I have one of those on my hands. Okay.
We filed this move out order, but I guess in California, a move out order is under the umbrella of a restraining order. So it goes into the system as a restraining order anyway, which we didn't know till after we filed it. But you know, like so when you do a move out order, you have so false. We didn't file why you want the person to move out. So we put verbally abusive, because me and my son go at it, you know, on both sides. And whoever picked up on this, because it definitely was not intended to go public. So whoever found this and just totally eliminated the word verbal. So it just read abuse. Two completely different things. So it went on.
It just goes to show how the media twist things all the time.
On this journey of my son being physically abusive. But there's not one statement in that document where that says that that I say or my daughter says or anybody says that he ever hit me. So you know, then they have my daughter, you know, saying all this stuff about her brother, which she just didn't say. You know, that why you want the person to move out. So we document that everybody's putting that blog on. It is so manipulative and so chopped up and so taken out of context by the time you guys see it, you know. And I just want to say to all the blogs, you know, you don't know what you're talking about. You, not one of you have reached out to me or my son or my daughter or anybody close to us to get your facts straight.
So I appreciate Macy because Macy's not really a social media person, but I think because it was her kids and her reputation on the line, she came to straighten it out. I appreciate her straightening it out, and she's right. Like the blogs get it wrong all the time, and that blog that I read yesterday said like it was abuse going on. You know what I mean? So I'm glad she came forward to straighten it out. She's usually a straight shooter. And I believe her. And I get it. As a parent of a 27-year-old, these kids don't be what they be getting so comfortable, they don't want to grow up. And sometimes you just gotta kick the chickens out the nest, okay? So that they can get it. So I appreciate her speaking out, but it also speaks to the blogs. The blogs need to be more responsible in with the information that they put out. Like I don't need a click and a view that bad where I just need to spew lies on people. I mean, this is people's families and personal lives that you are talking about. All right. We just have to be careful of the information that we put out there. All right, the next story I wanted to get into because I didn't have time this morning. Um, the new Bob Marley movie is coming out, and I can not wait. We'll be right there, front and center at the movie theater. Hmm. So here's the trailer. I can't play the sound, but I'm excited for this movie. I love Bob Marley. I have shorts that I did on him. Okay. So there's the trailer. I'm excited. Can't wait for it to come out. It comes out February 14th. I cannot wait. I may buy my ticket this week. I'm excited. I'll definitely bring y'all a movie review, but I've been seeing the trailer because I've been going to the movies. And every time I see it, I can't wait. One love, one on. I can't wait. I love Bob Marley. I do. But it was his birthday here recently, and his one thing about Bob, he was a ladies' man. Okay, a lot of Jamaicans are ladies' men. I can say that. All right. And shout out to the Jasmine brand for this footage, but his mistress is she paid homage for his birthday, and people are up in arms about it. But you know what? She left him. They had some sort of relationship. All right. Everybody knows what Bob Marley is. Bob Marley's ex-mistress, Cindy Backspears, sparks controversy after sharing heartfelt birthday post to the late singer. She will never let him go, even in death. Okay. So she posted, Bob, on what would have been your 79th birthday, I celebrate the incredible impact you've had globally and cherish our amazing son, Damien. and reminisce about the beautiful times we shared from 56 Hope Road to your mother's home in Delaware and Miami, New York, Oakley Street in London, the Bahamas, Trinidad, and beyond. The memories are countless, but our love for you is endless. Happy birthday to the people hero, loved and revered by all. I don't really see what the big deal is about the post. I mean, she has a child by him. Period. Everybody knows he was a ladies' man. Yeah, his son is fine. Yes, Macy is an icon. No, I am. I'm gonna do a reaction directly after seeing the movie. Yes. Let's get together and feel alright. That's your baby boo. Some prophets don't stay long. Yes. Okay. I don't know, Naughty Crew. Do y'all find anything wrong with this? I don't. I don't. I really, really don't. So those are the stories. I think I got everything. Those are the stories I wanted to cover that I missed this morning. Let's leave it in the comments. I hope you all have a beautiful evening. Let me know what you think about Monique's clapback and her joining the Cat Williams tour. Yes, he did have 12 kids. He had a lot of kids. He had a lot of women. He had a harem. He was a ladies' man. Even though his message was love, he meant that. Like, he loved everybody. Thank you so much, MB. I appreciate every last one of you joining. I hope you all have a beautiful, blessed evening. To all my haters.
And I want to say thank you in case I don't thank you enough.
I thank y'all too. All right. I gotta go get busy, y'all. I need to get myself together for tomorrow. Hope you all have a beautiful, blessed evening. Until next time, Naughty Crew, I'm out. One.